Boom! Hey guys, what's up? It's a Culture Detective here investigating your favorite movies. And today I'm going to just quickly take my time out and do a review on the latest The Invisible Man, which is a movie released not too long ago in the year 2020, and it is written and directed by Leigh Whannell, who is also the same person behind Upgrade, which is a really entertaining action thriller film, Insidious Chapter 3, which I don't know anything about, but I heard it's alright, and then we also have the Saw movies, which are pretty well received and critically acclaimed, and he had also made some pretty bad movies as well, like The Mummy. Okay, my mistake. He is actually behind all of the Insidious movies and also behind I, Frankenstein, which is a disastrous movie. So The Invisible Man, it's either a hit or a miss. And personally, I think it's kind of a hit. Kinda. So The Invisible Man is a so much more simpler and straightforward thriller movie. And the plot is basically we have Cecilia Cass, that's her name. Cecilia, played by Elizabeth Moss, and she had just escaped from her very abusive ex-boyfriend and is hiding in a house. And then one day she had received news that he is dead because he committed suicide. And then immediately afterwards, this invisible force began to haunt her and attack her and stuff. So first of all, let's talk about the pros in this movie. I think Elizabeth Moss is pretty good in this movie because when Elizabeth Moss's character Cecilia told everyone, "Oh, there's an invisible man attacking me. My ex-boyfriend didn't die and is now invisible," everyone thought she's crazy, and you can really see her act crazy and look really crazy even though you believe in her because you're in her perspective. Another thing is that towards the end of the movie, it's more action than it is actually thriller, in that yeah, we know about the Invisible Man. There's enough evidence to prove that this guy has somehow invented a suit, faked his death, and had turned invisible. And in the last acts, it's just the people versus the Invisible Man. And while those scenes are not that scary, they are definitely entertaining. It's like, oh, how am I going to defeat someone invisible? Like what are the tactics I should use, you know? But that being said, I don't think this is a very inventive or groundbreaking thriller movie at all. It's very simple, very straightforward. It follows a lot of the, basic thriller movie tropes. Like in the beginning, not really knowing what's going on, other people not believing in the protagonist, and then slowly but surely the protagonist finally proves that this threat exists, and now people are beginning to believe in her again. Another big thing about this movie is that it has a lot of dumb moments. Now, these moments, they're not so bad. It's bogging my entire experience down, but they are still little moments, little nitpicks that just feel kind of out of place, and I kind of need to address them. First of all, the guy's invisible, yes, but he's not that strong. There's a scene where he takes out a bunch of police officers, like 12 of them, and kill them all. Is he really that strong? Second of all, when Cecilia was trying to prove that the guy's invisible, nobody believed in her because she doesn't have any evidence to prove that the guy's invisible. Well, here's the thing. Earlier in the movie, she actually has his phone. She could have taken his phone with him, and in the ex-boyfriend's phone there are photos and evidence that he had turned invisible. Otherwise, how would these photos be taken? Third of all, if Cecilia didn't get a hold of his phone, well, she has her own phone, and she went to her ex-boyfriend's house and saw the suit herself. She could have taken photos of that suit. And I guess fourth of all, there's a restaurant scene. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but there's this crazy thing that happened in a restaurant scene, and everybody thought Cecilia went crazy when in fact it's the invisible dude following Cecilia doing crazy things. Well, if there are any security cameras in the restaurant, then Cecilia can be proven innocent. But yeah, still, these moments aside, I still think it's a really solid movie. It's a really cohesive movie. The first half of the movie is very mature. The pacing is not bad at all. I actually like the first scene. It's simple, where Cecilia just tries to escape her very much alive ex-boyfriend. There's the tension, there's the suspense. You don't know what's going on, but you already begin to root for Cecilia. And the second half is not that scary, but I'd say it's still entertaining, fairly entertaining. So yeah, I think it's a good movie. It's okay. It's pretty good. I am saying The Invisible Man is a nice try, and I'm giving it a light to decent 7 out of 10. So have you seen The Invisible Man? From 1 to 10, how much did you rate it? Like if you like it, and subscribe if you want more. And thanks for watching. I don't know what other movies I can review. I mean, what other 2020 movies do you want me to review? I can review Extraction, even though I kind of don't want to see it. And then there's Bad Education, starring Hugh Jackman, which seems like a really boring movie, and I don't really want to watch that either. And Tenet isn't released in Hong Kong yet, and I'm still waiting for The French Dispatch, Dune, I'm thinking of ending things, The Devil All the Time. Is Suicide Squad gonna come out in 2020? I don't think so. Wonder Woman is coming out in 2020. Wonder Woman 1984, Black Widow. If that comes out, I'll review it. And then Last Night in Soho, but that's in 2021. So